Hi guys, and welcome back to Twisted Locker, your definitive horror podcast. Today we're going to be reviewing a brand new movie. I literally got out to the cinema about an hour ago, so it's nice and fresh in my mind. And we've got Imaginary, 2024 obviously, directed by Jeff Wadlow. Jenks, if you want to kick this one off and let us know what you think.
Shit. Yeah, this film. Okay, I'll start with the positives. Okay, don't be Mr. Negative. The first half is pretty good. It's a very creepy scene in it where there's a little tea party. I bet you know what I'm talking about.
Yes, yeah.
And it is such a good creepy scene. I thought, you know what? I don't know where the bad press is coming. This is pretty good. This film is, and then it just falls flat. You've got a character called Jessica, played by Dewanda Wise, and she's married to this guy. I can't remember his name.
No.
He played Jesus in Walking Dead, right? And if you've ever watched Walking Dead, do you watch Walking Dead?
I gave up a long time ago now.
Okay, well, there's a character looks like he's called Jesus. He looks like Jesus, and he's really good with a stick, and he can do backflips and stuff. He's a really cool character. He's really cool. He's in this as the husband. He's so wet and pathetic, and they kind of offload him quite quick. He's going on a tour because he's in a band, and you're thinking, and this couple is so mismatched. It's like there's nothing about the couple that's matched. She's like this sort of tall, boisterous woman. He's this weedy rock star that's got no spine at all.
How does it
And
feel though? I wonder how it feels to be like an actor and to be cast in like a lifeless role where like
oh,
you're just there to fill up space. Do you know what I mean?
I
Just for a
know,
little
yeah,
setup. I feel
you didn't
bad
need
for
it.
him because they didn't give him anything to work with in that film.
No, no. Yeah, his name is Tom Payne, I think. When I watched it, it was killing me. I thought, I know that face. And then I thought,
Yeah,
oh, it's him from Walking Dead. But anyway, positives. First half is really strong. Okay. And the biggest selling point of this film is the little girl played by Piper Braun, I think is pronounced the name. She's a little kid. She's called Alice. She's a fantastic actress. She's
yeah,
so good. And
agreed.
when she's crying and stressed, and you're thinking, oh my God, this girl is amazing. Unfortunately, that's where the goodwill of this review ends. It just falls off a fucking cliff. You've got a
Yeah.
terrible dialogue in it. You've got, and all mainly delivered by Gloria, the neighbor. Okay, I couldn't even be bothered to learn the actress's name. She's the old neighbor that knows the secret of the house. I won't give any spoilers away. There's no spoilers in this review. I've got to mention.
Yeah.
And she's like the wise one who knows a bit about the history and usual sort of thing. But I wonder, like, I'm not an actor, okay? I'm sure it's a hard job. But she's an old actress. So has she come into acting late in life and she hasn't mastered it yet? Or she's been shit all her life? Or got worse over the years? Because I know
Bad
the
script, I
dialogue is
reckon.
bad. Yeah, I know that. And even Robert De Niro's been in bad films, right?
Are you talking to me? Are you talking to me?
But I can't give away too much because it does go so bad towards the end. And
Yeah.
if I say what happens, it kind of gives it away. But you've got this teddy bear that's trying to be like maybe this new Chucky figure. But it's not even Chucky. It's not even Annabelle. It's the most lifeless, scary doll. Over to you because I'm getting a bit angry because it's so shit. What do you
Like
think?
you
Let me.
like you said, Jenks, I went into this one with quite low expectations. Obviously, I've seen all the reviews leading up to it, and you
Yeah,
caught it a few days before me and told me a little bit about what you thought of it.
proper
So
fun.
I went in with low expectations, and the first half, like you said, was great. The setup was brilliant. There was loads of really unsettling, eerie scenes that kind of draw you into this world of this like imaginary afterworld. And I was there for it, specifically the tea
Tea
party
party.
scene.
Yeah, yeah.
My God, that was so creepy.
I know it
But
was.
I think that's about the only time I was scared in this film.
Yeah.
The start's a bit slow. It does take its time to build up to where it's going to go, and this is why, right? I didn't like it because it takes you ages to get to this point, and then you go, when we
Yeah.
get there, it's going to be great because you've got all this lore and all these characters all building up to this big finale. Not spoiling anything, but like you said, Jenks, absolutely falls off a cliff, and
Yeah.
it just turns too silly. I think you should take what you said about Deadstream back about the second half going too silly, because this takes it to a new level. I think you'll have a
Yes.
newfound appreciation for it now.
Well,
But
yes.
yeah, I'm not a fan of this film at all, and it's not even one I feel like, "Oh, I'll give it another go and I may see something else in it."
No.
It's got bad dialogue, terrible script, awful monsters, awful characters. It just
Yeah.
falls flat, and it makes me sad that someone gets the chance and the opportunity to direct, the next big horror movie, and it just falls flat.
Yeah.
2024 hasn't been a great year so far, but there's a few I'm still
No.
looking forward to. But
Do,
Blumhouse, that's
do you know?
2 for 2 now in 2024, Night Swim and
Do,
Imaginary.
do you know, right? This is how bad this film was. I always do something on that board behind me,
That's a good
and
drawing, actually.
well, it started looking a little bit too much like a monkey. I didn't mean that.
It does.
And I didn't know I could draw a monkey. But this is how shit the film was. I drew that begrudgingly. I was like, I fucking have to draw. Normally, I enjoy, like,
Yeah,
I got to draw something or write something. But I
yeah,
just thought, if I could have just left it blank, I would have, But it's a monkey. Fuck that film. It's not. It's not a teddy bear. You know what? That would have been scarier.
it would have. It would have.
Honestly, the cover, you got a really cool cover, right? With this really
Yeah, it's got a
creepy,
great cover.
ominous sort of toy. And you're thinking, oh, this is going to be quite cool, really sort of cute little toy, Annabelle doll. There's nothing
Yeah,
cute about Annabelle. In fact, the original Annabelle is much cuter and less threatening than the actual doll they use in the movie.
of course.
But this was just so weak, and Blumhouse was like becoming like the face of horror, where you're like
Yeah, I know.
Conjuring, Insidious, a couple of duff ones, and The Nun wasn't the worst film in the world, but it was a step down. But since then, the Nun seems like a masterpiece now. They just
I
seem
don't
to
think
be.
Blumhouse did the Conjuring films. It's Atomic Monster, no? I
Haven't
think it's
they?
Insidious. I don't think he did
Oh, okay.
Conjuring.
Oh, fair
Um,
enough.
no, I'm sure he didn't. But yeah, it doesn't matter. But I know
Yeah,
what you mean. Like I'm a huge fan of Blumhouse. I remember him getting big and getting really excited about him, and he was churning out all the best horror movies every year, year after year.
yeah,
Um, and what was, I will say as well, right? What really disappointed me about this film is, do you know, the setup felt like Insidious. It had that really eerie otherworld sense about it, like what's on the
yeah,
other side. And it was a nice change from the typical ghost movie, Oh,
yeah,
the house is haunted, okay. Now, I thought this one had that great lore about it, just like Insidious, where it created this new world and these new monsters. Absolute wasted potential on this one.
yeah.
It's one I won't be going back to revisit, and it's a
Nope.
massive shame because I had high hopes. I
Yeah,
loved the concept of it and the build up, but falls flat,
yeah.
completely flat.
Right. Before I give my star rating, uh, I would say our thumbnail is so much better than this piece of shit. Yeah, that's
It is.
yeah. Yes, our YouTube thumbnail is better than this film. I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna give it 2 stars. Not quite 1 star. There's a lot worse films because it did have a decent first half, and I
Yeah,
know sometimes if it's got a weak first half and an awesome ending, you can forgive the start, but it doesn't quite
yeah,
work
of
the other way
course.
around. So it's not the worst film in the world. I'm sure some people enjoy it, but 2 stars for me. What do you think?
Yeah, exact same as you, Jenks. I give this one 2 stars. If you look at my letterbox, it'd be a 2.5 stars. Just because the first half was so good, and there was a lot to like leading up to the ending.
Yeah,
But yeah, this one is a solid 2 stars. I can't give it more than that because I
yeah,
was so disappointed by the end of it.
yeah,
Anyway, I think
yeah.
guys, let us know what you thought of this one in the comments. I'm sure this one's gonna be a fun one to talk about. But that is all we got time for today. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Cheers, guys.